No doubt, but it does look like we have both teams here in the lobby, giving them the green light to join on up, and we can head down to the pitch to get week number 2 started off. Best of 5 against the winless teams, New Horizons versus Galactic Gaming. Take it away, Tank.
Yeah, New Horizons already starting off a little hot there, looking for the back wall pass. Landon got the shot. Nice demo there from, I'm going to call him Cowan, because I don't know how to pronounce it, as this gets thrown back downfield. And, you know, we're game 1, week 2. We're going to see a little bit of back and forth, just a little bit of volleyball play. And in all honesty, I mean, we've said it time and time again, game 1 counts.
Until it does, and game 1 definitely can play a whole lot of momentum for these teams, especially when you get started off early, as we have Eternally Washed able to get the snuck just by the defender.
Yeah, nice little touch there off back wall with the pre-flip from Purger. Getting that right out to him. New Horizons a little slow on that rotate, which is something that plagued them in the matches last week, as Cowan gets another great shot here, and Galactic Gaming coming out strong so far.
Yeah, World just having a misread on that pack wall, bounced so hard from the kickoff, is able to go get that boost, and a beautiful shot going down and away from the defender, not making it savable in any way, shape, or form. And just, oh, I like that. You say 1 goal, they get 2. Got to feel good.
Yeah, as Eternally Washed trying to push this downfield. Nice beat pass 1. Rayson's going to get the demo, open up a little space. But the bad offensive rotation leaves a wide open net going back the other way. And Galactic Gaming up 3-0. Not even a minute gone here.
Galactic Gaming has just absolutely come out firing, and this is what I was expecting from the New Horizons squad, as we were talking about them in the pre-show. And you know, you came out firing against BB, you just weren't able to finish it off, but to come out firing like that again against Galactic has got to set you off very, very well. And it's been anything but. It's been Galactic just with a huge haymaker right to the mouth.
Yeah, as this one's trying to get pushed out, World's going to be there, gets a nice touch. It's trying to drop right out front. Awkward pass. Landon can't get the shot off. Rayson's there. Can't get that one down below as Purger now pushing this one downfield. World's just going to miss that. Another misread coming out from him, as the last one ended up in a goal. Looks like this one is as well, but Landon able to force his teammate out of the way, get a good save there, goes for the quick counter. Just shoots that one a little wide, and New Horizons so far in this one just looking a little off Seeger. All of their touches, all of their shots just going a little wide, and Eternally Washed puts that one in yet again. And
yeah,
if there's anyone from Galactic who knows who Eternally Washed is, if you can let me know, that'd be great.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it is just a matter of Galactic Gaming's putting the ball on net, and they are forcing the hand of New Horizons. You are either going to get this save, or it's going to go in, and you know, it's not like they're putting anything super fantastic and flashy until Eternally Washed makes me eat my words with a huge double tap off of the ceiling, but they're just making play after play.
Yeah, and a beautiful shot there from Eternally yet again, sniping that upper right 90, and Galactic Gaming putting on an offensive clinic so far here, with not just eclipsing that 2 minutes off the clock. And I mean, right now, New Horizons got that one early opportunity, and they have not been able to find anything since then. It has been all Galactic Gaming.
Almost getting the dunk to go in as well, just a little bit wide, but it's just struggling to get the ball cleared out. And you know, they did have that one opportunity on the redirect, shot just a little bit thin, but beyond that, it has been all played on the blue half this entire, I say this entire game, it hasn't even been half of game number 1, but finally something for the side of New Horizons. Has a dunk, just stuffs this one right back in the top shelf.
Yeah, good read there from Rayson, just getting high enough on that one, so Cowan couldn't get it cleared back downfield. But New Horizons forced them into an awkward defensive rotate as World, I thought that was going to sneak in, as World able to get that one saved and passed. Racing looking for the touch, gets it back to Landon. What a beautiful give and go here to get New Horizons within 3, 2:25 to go.
What a play! Landon is just coming down from the heavens after passing that one. Racing, knowing that the shot was going to be blocked, just having an orange car square in his face, decides to give it right back to his teammate. Beautifully executed. And you want to show some signs of life. Oh! I thought they were going to get goal number 3, but what a great play. And showing that, you know, New Horizons, they are not going to roll over. They are going to play hard, and they know how to score.
Yeah, Landon, good recovery there, trying to bump Cowan off of that one. He's going to be dropping in the corner, gets a nice demo. Racing's there, wins that 50 battle, looking for the tight angle shot, can't find it. Almost an own goal there. World now pushing this one. He's looking for the pass out mid, not going to be able to follow it. Landon's there, gets the pass back to Racing, but good cut from Perger. World's there to read it though. Landon forcing them awkward, and right now New Horizons suffocating Galactic Gaming in their own half, not allowing them to get boost, not allowing them to break out. And this is what they needed to claw their way back into this game that felt all but over just 2 minutes in.
Yeah, but it's just a matter of finishing it. You know, it's been a minute since we've had a goal, which, you know, in a standard 3v3 game with these teams, you would expect, yeah, a minute without a goal, yeah, no big deal. But the way that these teams have been scoring thus far, that one just being denied by that top crossbar, that's a significant amount of time. You can't spend that amount of time down 3 on offense and not walk away without a goal.
Right, and I mean, starting that off with the kickoff, they had an opportunity to sneak it in near post, weren't quite able to. That's on target. Racing just gets enough of it. He's trying to recover, but Perger able to find the back of the net there to stop the bleeding for Galactic Gaming and go back up by 4 with 57 seconds left. But it doesn't feel like New Horizons going to be able to claw their way back into this one.
No, but, you know, I do think it bodes well for them showing those signs of life. You know, after falling down 5-0, 3 minutes of game have gone by, and they're up 2-1 in that span of time. It's just a matter of not letting that happen to them early. Take that, learn from it, take it to game number 2. You know, and take Tank's words of, I'm going to call them advice, much against my better judgment, that game 1 really doesn't matter. So you got to take what you learned and play into games 2 through 4, at least to be able to come back.
Yeah, as World gets a nice little touch there. Final 30 seconds of play, trying to get some momentum for New Horizons. Landon has the shot. Wash just able to get there to get the save. Racing can't follow that one up. Landon trying to get the quick cut. Has to go back as Perger was pushing hard on that one. Cowan drops this into the corner. Landon looking for a pass out mid. Just a little too hot for World. That pinch going far side. Eternally Wash is going to clear that down. He's trying to get one for the road. Landon, good save. And with that, Galactic Gaming take game number 1 here, 6-2 with a dominant performance. But Seeger, like you said, after they got that hot 5-0 start, New Horizons really dominated the second half of that game.
Right, and not only were they up 2-1 after falling down 5, and I know, I get it. I'm going to have somebody saying, well, they still lost 2-6. I get it. But it was 2-1 from that point going forward, and if you can play 3.5 minutes up 2-1 with a lot of time on offense, you can play 5 minutes up 2-1 and have that same amount of offense. And I think that's what has to be going through the minds of New Horizons and what they need to do to be able to start taking games. And they were on the receiving end of a reverse sweep last week. You know that in their head it's capable. They don't want them to get to that point, but just take and learn, move on.
Yeah, and New Horizons were able to do that. And, you know, I always make the joke, game 1 number counts. But if you really think about it, game 1 is just a feeler, and it really comes down to who can make the better adjustments going forward there. And New Horizons able to make those adjustments in the first half. But this first minute 20 is going to dictate a lot of this series. If Galactic comes out firing again and New Horizons are having those sloppy rotates, getting the misreads off the sidewall, then this series is already all but over. And so they need to get out. They need to at least withstand the first offensive flurry that's going to come out inevitably from Galactic here, as Purge almost gets that one through. And if they can do that, they have a really good chance to even the series up.
Yeah, and it looks like we have a little bit of change as well. Think coming in instead of Eternally Washed, but the offense, we're right where it started in game number 1. A strong 50, and Cohen able to end that one just inside the near post. Pass it, it just takes 14 seconds. And apparently, Galactic Gaming is just like, listen, if we can score as much as possible in the first 2 minutes, all will be fine.
Right? What does the other 3 minutes matter if we can put up 9 in the first 2? So Landon gets a nice demo there. Think's going to clear this one down. Gets it to Purge. Purge back to Think. World huge. Dave, it's going to be a one-on-one for a second. Landon tries for the quick shot. Good recovery from Cowan there as Racing cuts this one off. Gets it down. Think trying for the 50. Sends us back into his own corner. World's going to be there. Nice center coming out. Racing gets bumped off last second, couldn't get the shot, and I got confirmation. Eternally Washed was Think, just had him change his name.
Fair enough. That makes sense. I'm a little bit surprised if they would have come in with the sub after winning 6-2, but just changing the name so that we are not confused with the booth, because believe you and me, that is not difficult to do.
yeah, it's not difficult to confuse us at all. As World looking for that back wall pass. Racing's gonna be there. Misread, almost again biting New Horizons there. That one doesn't result in a goal, but I mean, we're a minute and a half in, and I didn't say it. It's fine. It is fine. It is fine. Nothing is on fire yet as Landon tries to clear this one downfield. Still a 1-0 ball game. Racing takes the shot. Cowan, good save there, but I mean, New Horizons doing a good job on defense this time, holding them to only 1 goal through the first 2 minutes instead of 5.
Yeah, again, that's that take and learn mentality, and know that you can play with them, know that you got smacked in the mouth at the start. That's fine, but you got to continue to play, and you got to take what is being given to you. And really, I think it's just a lot of fast-paced play from Galactic Gaming is catching New Horizons off guard, and if they're able to get these balls a little bit faster and win a 50 or 2, they're going to be able to sneak behind and get these goals back in their favor.
Yeah, as Racing tries to get that one through Landon, good read off sidewall, but Cowan's going to have a free possession here, and that's the biggest adjustment New Horizons need to make going into the second half of this game, as it's 2-0 off of a nice little play here just off sidewall. Is they're giving Galactic so much space to do whatever they want, and they're getting absolutely dusted for it.
Yeah, and again, I think that's a matter of how fast Galactic Gaming is playing, and it's just a little bit surprising to New Horizons. They're trying to play this controlled game. They're trying to set themselves up, and it's just not working because you have a Galactic Gaming player in your face immediately, if not already in your face before you even thought about going up. And they're not able to have this controlled style of play. They need to get the passes to one another, just a quick touch, not necessarily on target, but set up a teammate, because the ground game, the dribbles, they're just not there.
Yes, Think it's a nice little outlet to Purge. Purge looking for his teammate out mid, wanted the musty, couldn't quite find it, just falling a little short as Racing now trying to start the counterattack, but again, Galactic Gaming just waiting for that first touch, and they pounce so quickly on it as Landon throws this downfield, trying to get his team some time and boost here as Cowan tries to clear this one down. He's going to dunk his own teammate, and that's open for a second. Racing takes a shot. Think, huge save.
And Landon able to get that one off the wall as Racing. That probably should have been a goal. That was some weak sauce on the shot, and that feels bad, but when it gets right back from Landon, able to find that angle with the challenge, and again, that's what I'm talking about. Just a matter of winning a 50 or 2, and you are fine. Getting that one to find its way on in, and all of a sudden, with 90 seconds on the clock, only down 1.
Yeah, as World pushes this to the corner, he's looking for a pass out mid. Purge's going to be there. He's going to get dunked. Racing gets a good 50. Think's going to be awkward. Landon's there, and we are tied at 2s.
Slicing in between the 2 defenders as the dunk, and what a pass from Racing. Throwing that one mid. Landon, right place, right time. Both defenders, a little bit of miscommunication, it looked like, from Galactic Gaming of what space they were going to be able to cover in front of the net, and just left the middle wide open to slot it on in.
Yeah, as Cowan takes a shot there, Racing trying to push this to the far wall. Think, nice touch. This is coming right out mid, but no one from Galactic there as Landon wants the quick shot. Purge is going to be there to pick it up. He throws it back downfield. Racing trying to get a touch, keep it away from Cowan. Fakes out his own teammate as World trying to push this through, but Think doing a good job sticking with that one. Landon finally getting something out of the way, but Purge takes control of this, looking for the pass over. Racing, good beat. Now on the counter attack, trying to get this one past Cowan. He's in the corner. Good, clear, and that's been the most impressive thing out of this Galactic team is their touches. They are touching the ball with purpose, not just trying to bang it downfield, and those touches have been absolutely on point.
Yeah, and even if you do get a bang, they're instantly followed up. You see her right there going hard off the ceiling, but no hesitation, going right back up for it. But now the scramble back on defenses, this has really been the change. New Horizons is not getting stuck in their own half. They're able to break out. They're able to try and give themselves a little bit of offense, and they're waiting for boost, and it might cost them. Purge gets the touches. The shot is just a little bit thin. The threat not over. World drops it down, and time has expired. The ball still sitting there. Does touchdown, and we head to overtime in game number 2.
Yeah, and you have to figure this is what New Horizons wanted. They wanted a close affair that they only need one goal to come away with the win as Racing's looking for that pass out. Gets a huge bump. Landon can't find the angle. World's going to be there. Gets another huge dunk. Oh, good demo from Purge on the backside of Landon as this one's going to be cleared downfield. That's going to be just wide of target. Landon standing tall off the double commit, and it's going to be a 2-on-1 the other way. Racing gets rid of Think, pops it over to World. World trying to get there. Cowan, good job. But Racing, good defensive rotate back, and 30 seconds in, both teams exchanging blows.
Yeah, you see how quickly they amped up on the attack on Galactic Gaming, just pre-jumping the touch coming off of the corner to maintain possession, maintain pressure. Strong 50 does get it out for the time being, but Galactic Gaming, they may give up a free goal in the back end because they're going so aggressive, but at this point, I think their gameplay is we are going to score before we give one up.
That is how overtime works as Purge throws this one downfield, trying to find an outlet. No one's going to be there. Can't get the double. Nice clear back downfield. World chasing this one into the corner. Cowan's not going to get the read. Has to delay his touch. Landon's there. Huge dunk, just a little wide. And that's the second opportunity for Landon that has gone high and wide off of beautiful scoring chances, and they're going to want those back if they can't steal this one away, as that one is the one that's going to bounce in.
Hey, you mean like that? Is that how scoring works in overtime? Thanks, Tank. I appreciate you. It's Landon able to get the challenge, and you talked about it a little bit there at the beginning of game number 2. Was the space that New Horizons gave Galactic Gaming in game 1? You could not do that. They're just taking advantage of it. And New Horizons started to get in their faces and started winning some challenges, started winning some 50s, getting some dunks, if not on point, towards the net. And a couple of them went in, one off the wall there from Landon. We've seen a dunk go in. We see that dunk in overtime go in. And you know, it looks like Galactic Gaming, after going up 5-0, is getting overconfident. If we have the ball, we can all move forward. There is zero repercussion. New Horizon just flipped the script on and said, no, you better stay back because we're going to score in your face.
Yeah, and I mean that's the adjustment they needed to make. It's almost like they were listening to the stream and heard our wonderful words of wisdom and then adjusted mid-game, because it felt like as soon as we brought up that point, they stopped giving Think and Purge all the time in the world. Yeah, they gave them a little bit in overtime, but they knew that they had those passing lanes covered up, because as soon as Think beat them over the top, you had two people there to force the either 50 or just get a long clear downfield. The question is, can they keep that up for an entire game? And playing from behind's gonna bite you at some point. You can't go down 2-0 within a minute and a half of each game and expect to come back and win those in overtime.
Yeah, no doubt. But another 600 seconds on the clock. We'll see how game number 3 bodes for him.
This one's gonna be stalled out mid. World trying to pop it over the top, gets it past one. Cowan throws his far side. Racing can't get the touch. Cowan trying to get the dribble. Nice little touch from Landon. Racing's up for that. This is gonna be passed across. World just playing that nice and patient, gives it right back to Think, but Rayson's already there for the challenge as Landon pushes this around the corner, gets it over the top of Cowan, has an open net. If he can get the turn on it, tries for the shot, and what a shot it is from Landon, just threading the needle between the defender and post.
Yeah, and just being able to beat them. I think the biggest thing here is Game 1, Game 2, Galactic Gaming scored in the first 14 seconds. Here, 26 seconds in, it is New Horizons with that first goal. And, you know, the confidence that they have been able to find and the play that they are now been revitalized with is just a whole new team compared to what we saw at the start of game number 1. And they are taking the Galactic Gaming now up 2-0.
Yeah, and what a recovery there from Landon as he tries to secure that. I saw that, Corky. You can't see me, but I'm giving you the finger eyes. But that was a great recovery on sidewall to get that pass out to World, and World playing absolutely perfect second man as Landon gets another huge dunk. He's just going for a bump. Purge has to bang this one downfield, but Rayson already sitting back, just trying to run interference, and does just that. Forces him off of the double. Think couldn't get there for the shot as the second one was already pushing, and New Horizons now playing as a team looks way more dangerous than they did in game 1.
Yeah, seeing the offense has been the difference, and you know, being able to apply the pressure on the offensive side and right on cue. Landon, is this like his 5th goal that has come off of a challenge? Just right in their faces, somehow finding the angle, getting that one in, and 3-0. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, where has this New Horizons team been for the first 2 games or first 2 series and the first game of this one? Because this is a very dangerous team now that they're feeling confident. As Landon gets a huge bang there, he's going to be able to follow it as no one from Galactic challenged him until it caught almost the midfield. And, you know, we talked about New Horizons needing to put on the pressure on those first touches, and now it's going the other way where Galactic Gaming is just giving New Horizons a ton of space. And I think a lot of that's coming off of the bumps and demos that we've been seeing from New Horizons, just forcing Galactic Gaming to panic a little bit.
What a save coming out there from Think. And yeah, it just looks like they're on their back foot. Like, they're not quite sure what happened. Like, we were up 5-0. We were doing whatever we wanted. It was all working out. And all of a sudden, from that point, from being up 5-0, they have been outscored, 8-3? Now 8-3. Like, that is just absolutely insane to think of, but now a dunk finally going in Galactic Gaming's favor and able to follow up gets them on the board.
Yeah, after 6 unanswered from New Horizons, Galactic able to stop the bleeding about halfway through this game, but it came off of just a good 50 and a fortunate double commit that went their way. And they're not going to get those opportunities often. And so it works out this time, but they can't live and die by that. They need to get back on the defensive pressure and smothering New Horizons, as this one's going to go wide. Purge trying to get the pass out front. Landon's going to bump Rayson off, trying to throw this wide, gets a good 50 on Think. World can't get there, but it forces Cowan to throw it into the corner before World trying to get the turn. Quick shot from Think, and that's a beauty, bringing this within a 1-goal game, 2:10 to go.
Yeah, beautifully timed. World not able to get the touch, and just right off the bounce rifles it near post. And you know, this is what I was talking about with last game in the overtime when you went all John Madden on me of you score more than the other team, then you're gonna win, and boom, there you go. If it's with Galactic Gaming, they would rather just play offense on both ends. You're going to play offense, we're going to play offense, we're going to screw the defense, who cares if we're back? We're going to give up free goals, and that's okay, but our offense is better than yours, and so we're just going to outscore you in that way. And, you know, it worked out in game number 1, and we're seeing here in game 2, when they get down on the offensive side, their firepower is unparalleled, but they're just not able to break out of their own half. And I think it's not necessarily playing defense, but figuring out how to stop playing defense that is plaguing Galactic Gaming.
Oh, speaking of plaguing Galactic Gaming, that shot going just wide. Accuracy had been a problem. World, nice little shot there. Trying to play through the bump, gets a good pass out center. Racing's up for it, gets a clean beat. No one can get there for New Horizons. As Landon tries to force this out mid. Think nice little carry, but Racing's gonna be there, sends that one off of Landon. Cowan now takes this one. He's looking for the wall to air dribble. That touch is going to get a little too far away. Racing able to clear that to the side. Huge demo coming out as World tried to force that through, but Landon's going to have a ton of time here as Think was pushing in from his own half to try and get in on that one. Racing pops this downfield. Purge, accidental touch towards his own net. Oh, Racing couldn't get there for the shot. With 40 seconds to go, still a 3-2 ball game as Think takes the shot. Landon. Good save coming out there as the defense now stepping up for New Horizons here in the clutch. Final 30 seconds of play. World looking for the pass out mid. It's going to be there for Landon, and nobody home for Galactic Gaming. New Horizons up 4-2, 24 seconds to go.
Yeah, that one just beautifully centered. All three members of Galactic Gaming caught in the same corner, trying to wrap around, go far post to be able to get there for the save, but just not enough time. But I also want to go back to Galactic Gaming, their offense. I like the wrinkle they're putting in, trying to go for those passes. It's just a better defensive play on the side of New Horizons and keeping them in it. But they need to go back to that. They need to continue to go for those passes, try to find one another. You see these upfield pass going for the double tap. It will drop down to going, and down one with 4 seconds. Not over yet.
Yeah, it's still alive here, but I'm not going to say anything and jinx this kickoff. So this one's up to you, Seeger.
I was handing it over to you on purpose, but definitely one goal down, 3 seconds. Opportunity for Cohen. Gets the flick. It's going to be a little high. Needs to follow up. Landon gets obliterated, but got the safety touch, and the game of inches ends just like that, with New Horizons taking back-to-back games, putting themselves on match point, trying to pick up their first victory of the Summer Invitational.
Yeah, and you have to figure these, even though it's 4-3, it's still a low scoring affair compared to what we saw in game number 1. And sure, we said it, this plays to New Horizons' strengths, right? And yeah, we're seeing Galactic throw the wrinkle of in there of trying to get infield passes, but New Horizons has been all over that. It's those one-on-one plays where someone's able to beat their man straight up. That has been working for Galactic Gaming. They got away from it. Yes, they were able to get a goal or two, but it still wasn't enough because they ended up having bad defensive rotates back. And what plagued New Horizons in game 1 and the first half of game 2 is now biting Galactic Gaming in the butt. And they're going to have to figure something out here. They want to stay alive and try and get their first series win.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it comes down to communication. And did I get kicked, or is that everybody? Nope, I think I'm in it. That was just me, but I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I am having some major. My internet is not having a fun time right now, and it is on the ISP side. But compared to what all y'all see, everything is fine on my end. It's not great, but so if I ask that, that's all that is going on. Everything is fine on the other end, but I think some better communication of when the challenges are coming. Do you have somebody in your face? Should you be catching this ball in your own corner in front of your net? Because that's where a ton of goals have come from, especially Landon. Challenging on the offensive side, right in front of the net, and finding those angles and those cheap goals that really aren't set up for many offense, but just a free challenge.
Yeah, as Landon gets a huge clear here. World trying to drop it to his teammate out mid. Just misses that touch. Landon's going to over pursue that one, but Racing's going to be right there. He's taking the shot, gets a huge dunk. Wanted that on target. Think good recovery to push this to the corner. But Landon's going to be there yet again, trying to waterfall this one down to World. And right now, New Horizons just putting on a ton of offensive pressure, not allowing Galactic to get out of their own half, as Think finally clears this one down, but Racing's going to be there to put the pressure back on, and no good scoring opportunities coming of it yet. It's 1-0.
Yeah, denied. That one most certainly counts as Purge gets the touch, but just unfortunately goes right off that top corner down to a New Horizon player. Knows what to do with it, sends that one in, as well as adds another to the tank curse.
Oh, it is just tank. Okay. I was trying to do it. I'll own that one. I was in the middle of saying the score. It's fine. But Think, what a 50 here from Think. Great pass from Purge. And that defensive rotation for New Horizons right here. World caught too far forward, not thinking that Purge was going to get that touch out of the corner, and Think doing a good job of just pressing in, going for a demo. Ended up in the right spot to come away with that goal and tie this one up with 3:45 to go.
Yeah, and the kickoff, a whole bunch of bumping and physicality going on. Not quite sure who was going to be able to walk away with that. Ended up being a shot on net for Galactic. A great job of turning away. And again, the aerial dunks, the difference for the side of New Horizons, just staying in front of the ball, locking down those passing lanes, and not letting anything free go by them.
Yeah, as Rayson's going to throw this one downfield. Oh, Cohen, awkward touch, sends that into his own corner. Rayson's going to be there, takes the shot just a little wide. World got that?
World got that. All World right there, able to just beat out Landon. It's a nice little cut, too. Able to somehow sneak that above and in between the diving defenders. And again, putting the pressure on and forcing Galactic to play defense where they just do not look comfortable.
Yeah, as Purge trying to clear this one out, Landon's going to be there. This is dropping right down in front. World trying to get to it. Cohen can't clear that one out. Rayson's already up for this one, forces Purge off. Landon trying to get the shot. Think's going to push this one towards mid. Landon high off back wall, and New Horizons picking up right where they left off with that goal, just putting on a ton of pressure here. But Think finally able to alleviate some of it before World gets it to Landon. Landon wanted to drop it down, not going to be able to. World can't get that on target, but Rayson's going to be first one there. He's going to be playing dunk. Good touch from Purge, and Galactic Gaming getting back onto the game plan that worked for him.
But still not able to find the way to clear it down and play offensive themselves. Yes, the ball is at least extending out towards mid, but there have been no offensive plays. There have been virtually 0 shots for the side of Galactic Gaming. We are 3 minutes in, and they have had 3 shots. Compared to game number 1, where they scored 5 goals in the first 90 seconds, now they're getting a shot a minute. It is just a huge, drastic shift in New Horizons' favor.
Yeah, as Landon looking to push this one downfield. Shot on target. Think's going to be there, but Rayson able to cut that off. World has to play that one delicately and gets it to the corner, but Purge, huge 50. World's going to get 50'd as well, but he gets a free possession here. Kills a ton of time with that touch. Rayson able to come over the top. He has another opportunity. Good pass out mid, but Purge able to get there before Landon could put the pressure on. But it gets kept in by World, trying to force everyone out of the way. Landon's going to be there, takes the shot, hits post. Good pass out mid. Rayson's going to be there. Oh, World just sitting in front of the net to force everyone wide. It's 3-1, minute 18 to go.
Yeah, Landon getting denied by Casper there, being an unfriendly post, but a beautiful pass from World. Could have had the opportunity to get a real tight angle. Would have been incredibly difficult, especially with the defender there, and took a good shot into a great shot, and that allows that security goal. And with 60 seconds left and as much offense as New Horizons has played, they got to feel good, but at the same point, you cannot let your guard down with this Galactic game and how quickly they can flip the script and score right back on you.
What an own goal.
Especially when it's an own goal.
Oh, own goals, best goals. Confirmed. I mean, this was a nice shot from Landon. Cowan just trying to clear it. Casper throwing it back in his face to send it into the back of the net as Hybrid comes in here talking about own goals. What's up, buddy? Hopefully you're doing well. But New Horizons up 3 with 50 seconds to go, and you have to wonder if Galactic has enough in the tank to pull this one out.
Yeah, and it does feel bad, but man, that was such a great shot. But what do you do? It doesn't answer the bigger question of how does Galactic Gaming give themselves an opportunity on the offensive side. They're even trying to go physical. Think almost got the bump on Racing, but was able to avoid it, still gets a save, gets the pass out to Landon, who just leaves all sorts of axles and tires across the pitch, just absolutely take him to the junkyard. Those vehicles are no longer drivable.
Oh, Corky. Oh, that was so mean. They have families. You're already up 3 and you do them like that, but Racing, what a pass. Everyone thought Landon was just gonna kill time. They push out for it, and he says, nah, I'll just tap it right behind both of you off of the double commit. And New Horizons dominating game number 4 here with the final 10 seconds. Cowan's up for this one, throws it towards back wall. Landon's just gonna touch it into the corner. Purge with the quick shot. Racing, good save. World has the open net. Is he gonna try and get one more? Is he gonna kill it? He takes the shot. Top cheddar Bardowski to end it. 6-1 New Horizons. Game 1 never counts.
Oh, this is why we can't have nice things. But I'll tell you what, New Horizons, what an absolute way to come back firing, not only from game number 1, but from their 0-2 start. And you and I both felt it, and everybody did as well. The way game number 1 started, we're all like, oh, not gonna go well. But New Horizons, they adapted and continued to play, and I think that's the biggest thing that you can talk about this team is they didn't give up. They didn't just take, well, this is our play style, and if it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work. They adjusted, and my goodness, what a way.
I mean, I was talking about it. You and I both were. We said game 1s don't count because it's a lot of how you adapt after that first game. And New Horizons did everything they could, and they did it to perfection there. Yes, game 2 started out really sloppy for them, but as soon as they got to their game plan and stuck with it, I mean, they just started steamrolling Galactic Gaming there, who came out so hot that it looked like, okay, this roster change is going to work. Everything's going to be on fire. But I mean, Seeger, how many times have we seen it in the Invitational, in IGL overall? Team that wins game 1 wins by 5 or 6 and then just kind of falls apart as Corky and the boys, you know, turn it on and find another level. And, you know, they have a new horizon on their season.
Speaking of that New Horizon, and speaking of that Corky, we have Corky Landon in game here with us in the booth, and you know, we're just talking about it, so I'm going to start off with it. Game number 1 did not go your way, especially in the early going. What was the difference? What was the switch? What did you guys have to talk about to be able to come back? It's the second half of game 1 and the next 3 games to pull this one out.
I'll be honest, that was our first game on. So, I mean, we just kind of shook it off and just said, all right, let's just get a good start and we win this pretty easily.
New Horizons sound like Origin Gaming 2 over here, giving me an aneurysm. But Corky, it's really great to have you back. I feel like it's been way too long. Now, you guys have gone through some different orgs, and I mean, but your roster has stayed pretty consistent, and you guys really came out of nowhere in the open quals. Like, what have you guys been doing to get ready for this Invitational and be playing at a level higher than I've ever seen you guys play at?
Honestly, we just play the game a lot more than we used to, especially with it being summertime. We're all out of school. We just scrim quite a bit, and we just scrim higher and higher as much as we can to prepare for this stuff.
Now, it looked like the biggest change that I saw is you guys were starting to get in the faces of Galactic Gaming, and it almost looked like you came out a little surprised by their speed. And once you adapted to it, you're able to get dunk after dunk after dunk after dunk after dunk. And you know, we're over here throwing 8s and 9s and 10s like we're in an NBA slam dunk contest with those goals we were able to get. Was it a concerted effort to not give them the space, or was it just, listen, we got to go now?
Honestly, our style, whenever we're playing like how we want to play, we just kind of ego challenge kids, and that's just like, we're just a super aggressive team. We figured that out, and then we saw that it was working, so we're like, oh, okay, let's just keep on doing that then.
Fair enough. And now in game number 1, it looked like Fink had your guys' number and was going to start running away with it. His solo plays were getting over the top of you. What adjustment did you make specifically to Think to keep him from getting those plays?
Think was really good. We were definitely surprised by that. We know on like mechanical players like that like to go for a lot of solo plays, you just give them no space and just challenge as early as you can. And that's kind of what we did, and it kind of worked out. I got a couple of dunk goals this series because of it.
Awesome, awesome. Well, hey, got your first victory here of the summer circuit. Appreciate your time here in the booth. Before you head out, the floor is yours. Any shout outs you want to give?
I guess shout out to everyone that actually watched and supported us. It's very kind. And thanks for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely no problem. Hey, again, appreciate your time. Congratulations on the
Thank you.
victory. Head on out, enjoy it with the rest of your team.
All right, thank you, man. See you.
That was Corky from the victorious New Horizons squad, Landon in game, and Tank definitely the catalyst. And like we said, getting those dunks to really set off the scoring and pull New Horizons in.
Yeah, and I mean, we talked about it. That's what they needed to do. Corky came in and said they're an aggressive team. They didn't do it in game one as their first one on, trying to get their feet underneath them. And as soon as they did, they played their game to perfection. And we've talked about it time and time again, is usually the teams that come out on top are the ones that are able to have a game plan, stick to their game plan, and play at their pace. As soon as you start to bend to the other team's pace is when you get taken advantage of. And they had that happen to them in game one, but after that, they just imposed their will on Galactic Gaming, which forced them into a different play style that they weren't comfortable with, and it just started to spiral from there.
Yeah, no doubt. Congratulations again to New Horizons. They are now 1-2 on the Summer Invitational. Galactic Gaming, unfortunately, dropping to 0-3. On Thursday, New Horizons is going to be facing off against Escape Velocity. Galactic Gaming is going to be back on stream trying to pick up their first victory against a Radiance esports squad. But we are not done here for the night. We're going to head to a quick BRB. We still have 2 more matches yet to come. The next one at the top of the hour, 9 p.m. Eastern, is going to be aforementioned 1-1 Escape Velocity taking on an 0-2 Team Sonus. Don't go anywhere. We have more Summer 2022 Indy Gaming League Invitational powered by League OS still to come.